Maybe you've faced nights filled with worry, prayers that seem to echo unanswered, or moments where victory felt just out of reach. What if I told you that in the midst of your toughest battles, when the road ahead feels impossible, there's a psalm that speaks directly to your heart? Psalm 20 meets us in these moments, not with empty platitudes, but with a bold declaration. The Lord hears, He saves, and He fights for you. Imagine a king preparing for battle, his people gathered around him, lifting prayers to the heavens. They weren't praying for human strength or military strategies. They were crying out to the God who had delivered them time and again. "May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble," they proclaimed, a collective cry for divine intervention, a reminder that their true hope lay not in weapons or armies, but in the God who never fails. Today, our battles may look different, but they're no less real. The illness that won't relent, the financial strain that feels unbearable, the relationships stretched to breaking point, these are the wars we fight. Psalm 20 reminds us that in every struggle we don't stand alone. It's a psalm of intercession and blessing, a powerful assurance that God's hand is at work even when we can't see the victory yet. Through its verses, David invites us to shift our focus. Instead of trusting in our own strength, we're called to trust in the one who holds all things together. Instead of despairing over what we can't control, we're reminded of the God who answers, remembers, and saves. It's a psalm that anchors us in hope, a promise that no matter the outcome, God's faithfulness never wavers. Picture this. You're standing at the crossroads of uncertainty, weighed down by a burden you never asked for. Maybe it's a relentless illness, a fractured relationship, or a financial strain that keeps you awake at night. Your strength feels depleted, and the road ahead seems impossible. Into this moment of vulnerability, the opening words of Psalm 20 come like a lifeline. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. These aren't just words, they're a bold declaration, a promise that even in your darkest hour there is a God who hears, who answers, and who comes to your aid. This psalm begins not with despair, but with confidence. David, likely preparing for battle, invites his people to lift their voices to heaven, interceding for divine help. Imagine the scene. Soldiers sharpening their swords, anxious whispers filling the air,